Alright guys, hopefully this is coming through loudly and clearly, one would hope. I think we're back. Okay. I'm really not sure what the issue is. Let's just see. We'll go for this game between MBL and Mir, who Mir looks like a Smurf account, does that? 85% win rate. I'm not sure who Mir is, but he's not Mir. That's certainly something. But yeah, let's hope that I've kind of fixed the issue. I've just refreshed my stream key, so I'm hoping that that kind of sorts it out. Anyway, what are your guys' thoughts on the current map pool? Let's see how this goes. Alright. We're live. Let's load up Capture Age. Capture Age, let's go. Hey, okay, so we've got Mir playing in the blue as the Vietnamese. Oh my goodness. Are we ready for Fire Lance and Meta? Let's go, let's go. And then we've got MBL playing as the Koreans. What is this? Is this a Red Bull Wallow qualifier? I thought this was just when we won Arabia, guys. This isn't Empire Wars. Why are we having this Fire Lance and Meta still? My goodness. Anyway, MBL, super well known for his chaotic kind of playstyle and his kind of love of trash and his egg walling. A player who needs no introduction, really, to be honest. And then we've got Mir playing in the blue. No idea who this guy is. I'm pretty sure he's a Smurf or, you know, alternate account. Who knows? Who knows who Mir is? If anybody does know who Mir is, say it in the chat because I would actually appreciate that. I'm definitely a professional caster who knows all of the players' alternate accounts. But just to, you know, share your knowledge with the audience, just so I'm not hoarding that knowledge myself. Anyway, Vietnamese versus Koreans. Like, I think, to be honest, Koreans are probably a bit stronger here. Vietnamese do have like some really solid eco bonuses, particularly with the kind of wheelbarrow and horse cart kind of, or handcart, researching that much faster. That's really, really lovely to have. But to be honest, I think that the military discount that Koreans have, the tower bonus, and then also the extra armor upgrades for Koreans on the archers and whatnot, so lovely. And you've always got war wagons and stuff as well. You can do fun stuff with that. Like, I don't know if MBL would ever go for the phosphor, but like Koreans do an excellent phosphor rush, so it is an option that MBL has. Let's see. As MBL sending this villager out here. Ooh. Oh, is this just to make the house? I thought he was going for some sort of forward amateur caster time, guys. Amateur. Anyway, it looks like MBL is kind of looking around his base. Has he not? What's he looking for? Why is he? Oh, he's looking for the deer. I see. Mir might be able to lame this if he realizes. Nah, he doesn't realize it. He might be able to deny the realm. But yeah, okay. It looks like MBL will end up finding these mouflons over here. He's going to lure them all the way over there. That's insane. I'm sorry, like, really, what is the point in having this whole thing of having deer spawn further away if players are doing things like that? Just to be a pain in my ass, that's why. The devs know that I can't do it, and that they just like to give the pros a opportunity to kind of strut their stuff. We're seeing it very early backs from Mir, so it looks like we might see some drushing shenanigans. Worth noting that Mir hasn't gone for his own chickens, and he hadn't lured one of the Mouflon himself. So I think he might be a little bit... He might struggle for food a little bit. He does have cows. I guess, you know, cows do have the extra 50 food, which are really nice. Going for the gold now. I'm kind of... This, to me... Yeah, going for the extra gold. That's like a classic 3 Mercia Grosh kind of build. Love to see it. Looks like that's what we're seeing. This is old school. Like, honestly, 3 Mercia Grosh getting that extra 10 gold proper brings me back to like 2012. It looks like this militia might get like Trigger the Wolf. That's a lucky militia. That's really lucky for our mystery man, Mr. Mur. As Ambiel is up to Feudal Age, he might have seen, yeah, he knows the militia are there. So it looks like Ambiel is going to be down a house. That's quite annoying. It's not the end of the world. It is on the hill. I can see why Mur's doing that. Okay, that's kind of nice. And then Mur is going to Gatloom and go up to Feudal himself. 22 pop. Winchester did this a couple of times recently, didn't he? He'd go for the kind of later uptime and kind of position himself really nice economically. So it looks like I don't know if this is Winchester or somebody imitating his kind of style of play, but like going up with 22 pop and then just having a very strong Feudal Age economy is a very solid choice. We'll really start to see Mir kind of taking off with the res count shortly, as Ambiel is going to scout his opponent. Arch range down straight away for Ambiel. It looks like he's probably just going to open skirms. He's not even bothering small wall, like, kind of respect him for that. As Mir has kind of done some little walls, but nothing major. He's not even gone for the chickens. I think Mir has kind of got to love this position. Like, he's managed to do some damage. He managed to, with the house, he's got some idle time. He's taking out another house a little bit, using up that wood income from MBL here. And that's quite nice, like a little bit of damage. Not massive, he also gets the benefit of going up that much later. As MBL now has a mighty skirmisher and a mighty spearman to defend himself. And okay, kind of forcing his opponent away. I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing man-at-arms. Like, I would have thought you might as well if you've got so much health in your militia. I suppose the militia have kind of done their job, and Mir just wants to you know, get as much damage with what he's got now. He doesn't want to invest any further. Oh my goodness, did we have... Am I right in saying we... okay. No, sorry. I thought I saw something on. Anyway, so we got the militia kind of slowly but steadily being kind of taken down by this mass of skirmishers. And Mir himself is going for skirms now. He's got fletchering. His opponent doesn't have fletchering. His opponent doesn't have a blacksmith. It does have the 3 defense, courtesy of the Korean bonus. And Mir is just kind of setting himself up to go castle a little bit faster. I would quite like to just see Mir complete the walls. Like, why not? It is worth saying as well that his opponent does have the scout on the field, and it looks like MBL, you sly dog, he's going to go for 5 villagers forward, and he's going to make Mir's life absolute misery. This is going to be a real pain in the ass for Mir, as he hasn't even walled, so he's not going to be able to deny this unless he really pulls all of the vills. He now sees the vills coming in. He must. Maybe he can pull all the vills. Maybe that's the plan here. As oh my goodness. Okay, so Mir pushes his opponent off stone. That's not the end of the world though. MBL has 5 vills off his own. I'm kind of surprised MBL was kind of indecisive there. He could have, you know, maybe done some damage. This tower will go up. I was going to say that MBL could take his opponent's stone, but it looks like this is kind of for nothing now, to be honest. As these villagers are going to slowly karate chop the tower to death. And it looks like we might get 1 vill down. That's very nice, very solid. Probably not worth it for MBL there, losing a tower just for 1 vill, but you know, it's not nothing. And Mir, I didn't realise, Mir has has lost quite a bit of the vill advantage he would have had otherwise. Like, he's lost 1 vill, he's also got so much idle time. That's really nice for MBL here. However, Mir is steadily building up his food count. MBL going with the forward range, really kind of going for an all-in kind of style feudal play. As it looks like MBL wants what are you doing here, MBL? Going for a tower over here. I quite like that. And it looks like Mir's come to play. I'm not sure how this is going to go for MBL. But I would have thought there's enough skirms here to fend this off. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a masterclass by Mir. That is so good. Mir just needs to wall his opponent in now, and he will have equalized the vill count. As this tower goes down as quickly as it came up, one would think. And oh my goodness though, MBL has managed to kill most of Mir's skirms. The tower seems to be staying up, and MBL coming out of this with a 5 villager lead with 13 skirmishes as opposed to his opponent only having 4. And Mir is taking all of his vills here. MBL can definitely snipe another vill or 2. He's backing out. But that was really nice for MBL. And MBL still has, you know, 5 vills on stone. He's going for another tower. MBL, you sly dog. And this is going to be so annoying as well, because Mir must know that his opponent, as soon as his opponent is up to Castle Age, his opponent's going to get Guard Tower. It's going to be so annoying to play against. And these vills are kind of on lower health, but he's still going to go for the next tower. And is Mir going to risk sending in all the villagers again? He's not, and Mir's not even going for stone. Okay, now he's going for stone. That makes sense, that makes sense. And slowly but surely, MBL is kind of advancing across Mir's base. Mir walling over here to try and contain MBL's push. I'm not even sure if that's worth it. Like, with the vills there, any palisade wall wouldn't last long. Okay, he's stone gating it, that makes sense. Yeah. I mean, Mir's got to act pretty quickly, because this palisade gate, this stone gate isn't going to last long if Mir has his way. As the tower's going to come in, And this is just all in fewer play for MBL, and MBL is in his kind of comfort zone right now. However, I didn't realise this. Mir is coming across with all of his skirms. MBL forced to drop a tower of his own at home. I reckon with the hill, there's a good chance that Mir can kill maybe a vill or two over here. But 7 vill lead for MBL right now, and that's really nice for his opponent. For MBL rather. And he's also got the res collected lead, which is really lovely. I wonder whether Mir is going to spot this in time. To be honest, I think it's worth... Oh, that's a gorgeous tile from MBL, literally just in range. I would quite like MBL to just rush the tower. Like, I think he could probably do that with the amount of skins he's got. Looks like MBL is going to try and get this tower up while Mir counters with his own defensive tower. Skirm's going down. I don't think any vills are going to go down. And this is really nice for MBL. He's completely towered his opponent's gold. I mean, this tower probably won't last forever, but it's on the hill. He can probably repair that indefinitely if he wants to. Oh god. I feel like repairing it is worthwhile there. And MBL is about to discover that his opponent is on stone. Opponent forced to go for the tower himself. That tower went down really quick. A barracks coming up. It looks like MBL is thinking of going Fire Lancer. I love that. These skirmishes kind of being annoying. I'm not sure if they've got any vill kills. Kind of interesting. MBL's only killed 3 vills, but he's got such a high score lead here. So Mir is kind of... His idle time is kind of racking up as Mir goes forward with more skirmishes. MBL is now Castle Age. Another barracks coming up. I'd love to see if I'd love to see Mir's line of sight here. Can he actually see that? It looks like MBL might be forced back here. He's not. His opponent's got a lot of skirmishes in his base. I guess between the tower, one would think he's going to be okay. Putting the staple down now, one knight should be able to clear up most of these skirms. And Mir must know something's up. He must have seen the score drop. As MBL is kind of losing a couple of skirms here unnecessarily. And what are we seeing? A little bit of a lull as MBL gets arson. He's fully primed for Fire Lancers now. Mir coming forward with villagers of his own, but as soon as his opponent's castle, he has to think like it's not a great idea to bring these builds forward. Okay, Mir is up to castle himself. I imagine Fire Lancers immediately. Knight immediately. Yeah, there you are. All the Fire Lancers. All the Fire Lancers in the world. Guard Tower must be really helpful here for MBO as well. Going to be quite... This tower is not going to stay up for long. The first knight is going to come out, and then this tower is not going to be long for this world. Bodkins now come in. 2 scouts, 1 Fire Lancer, going to chase these vills and skirms across the map as Fire Lancers are coming in through the back. Mir's attention isn't here. He's not going to see the tower being karate chopped down by villagers. And there's the GG. Wow, what a game. Really well played by MBL there. Let's go back into the original game. Bam, bam, bam. And I'm going to load up. We'll go for one more game. really, the main thing I'm doing right now, guys, is testing out my stream because it keeps on crashing. I'm fiddling around with the settings a bit. So we're going to do one more game just to see what happens. We could watch John Slow versus Casva, which is kind of appealing. We could go for another NBR game, couldn't we? Or what do we reckon? What do we reckon? Sorry, I'm not even showing you. How rude. What do we reckon? Any kind of thoughts? We'll go for a cheeky nah, we'll go yeah, we'll go for a cheeky arena game. That sounds good. I never cast arena. Boop. Boop. Ah, for God's sake. Always, every single time this happens to me, I always forget. Have to exit the game each time, it's a pain in the ass. Alrighty. Spectate the capture please. Alrighty, so we've got Casva playing in the blue as the Britons and John Slow playing as the Tatars. If I'm honest, I hate Tatars on Arena. I think they're really not a great civ for Arena. Casva might have this. I wouldn't say a civ win. Britons are pretty solid in Arena. They're not amazing, but I'm not a big fan at all of Britons on, Tatars on Arena. They're just, so many of your bonuses are just designed for open map play. Like, yeah, the fact that Arena doesn't have any hills, and the Tatars, one of their big military bonuses is the hill bonus. They lack gunpowder, right? Completely. Am I right in saying that? Oh no, they've got hand cannons. They've got. Do they have bomb cannon? No, they don't have bomb cannon. That's pretty sad. They don't get siege on. Basically, you're very vulnerable to kind of Haub play, like Haub siege ram as Tatars. There's not a great counter that you have, and I don't know. It's I don't think that Tatars are the best civ. That being said, Britons don't get bomber cannon. They don't get great siege, actually. There's quite a strong argument to be made for Casva going for the kind of castle drop into Imp with Longbowman. Also, I don't think that the same argument can be made for John Slow going for Tatars castle drop into the Keshik. Let's see what John Slow kind of pulls off here. Casva up, very respectable feud age time. He's going for the market and the blacksmith. 24 pop. He doesn't have loom because, you know, why would you? And he looks like he's going for a castle drop himself. Is he going to go for a castle drop without loom? I think that's quite ballsy myself. I don't like that. It looks like he's going to sell some stone. Yep. There you are. And he's up. He's up. He doesn't have loom. Maybe he's going for the defensive castle, but I don't love it. John Slow going for an archery range and a blacksmith. Is he assuming? Oh my goodness, I've got something in my throat. Give me a second. Is John Slow going to get like 2 or 3 archers preemptively out to maybe contest map control? And I assume if Casper was going for a forward castle drop, his build would already be halfway across the map. So it looks like he's going to go for the defensive drop. What is Jon Snow going for? He's not even making anything for map control at this point. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh! That's so sad. That is so tragic for Jon Snow. Like, I mean, you know, his opponent doesn't have a scout either. What are we seeing here? We're seeing double archer range. Are we gonna see like a forward Vil, like go forward with a siege workshop? Siege cavalry archer push? Is that the play? I'm intrigued now because I've just slagged off Tartars as not a great arena sub throughout the start of this game, and maybe Jon Snow's been cooking something up. Casper straight into 2TC, 3TC boom, which is, you know, one of the best things about Britons. They can drop TCs like no tomorrow with the kind of wood discount they have on them, which is really lovely. And then Jon Snow straight into Cavarcher. Cavarcher, bam. You seen Cavarcher? Hey! Cavarcher's monastery. Okay, and he's going for Bodkin as well. He's only got 3 farms. So you will need to start thinking about seeding a couple more. But that being said, like, you know, 8 Vils on food. You only need 6 for Vil production, and if he's going for some sort of all-in play, getting the relics and then going for a massive cavalry archers and maybe knocking on his opponent's gates with rams, then maybe he doesn't need it. That being said, Casper's about to drop a castle right now. I feel like that's a bit of a chicken castle, but that being said, I guess Kaz is kind of trying to hide his intentions from his opponent, which makes sense. Jon Snow going for the cav archers now. He's not going to be able to. If Jon Snow keeps on adding cav archers, there's nothing that those cav archers can do against when there's a castle on the field protecting like half the base. So yeah, I can see that. Okay, respect to Casper. Loom now coming through for Casper as more farms being seeded. Casper is so comfortable in this position. 1 longbowman in the queue. Is this just to make his opponent think that there's a million longbowmen in there? No, he's queuing out more. Okay. As Jon Snow going for the relic control. Still not added any extra TCs. That Vil difference is really starting to come across. That being said, Jon Snow does have more eco in. And Jon Snow is now adding kind of forward, presumably, yep, siege workshop right there. Love to see it. And Jon Snow just kind of casually going for the relics. I wonder, are we just going to see Jon Snow get the relic control and then go for a castle and then just go from there? Oh, this is tragic. This is so sad. No! Oh, man. That is so annoying for Jon Snow. However, 1 Vil, I mean, I would argue that one, catching that 1 Vil is probably worth it, just in terms of buying a bit of time for Casper, like he knows his opponent was going to come forward now. But he did lose 3 longbowmen. And the first relics are now coming in for Jon Snow. He's wasted no time going for them. As he sends another Vil forward. And Jon Snow does now know about the castle. Kazva walling up over here, kind of making sure that his opponent can't harass the farmers. I really like that. At this point, I think, I mean, going for the 4th TC, I mean, I don't think that's necessary. I would just go up, man. Kazva's got enough stone almost for a second castle. He's more than 20 builds ahead. Going for a 4th TC. This is very tricky for Kazva to come back from now. He's got a university. He's got relics coming in. So he should have all 5 relics. The longbows are there. They're going to have Bodkin soon. So they should be able to defend anything that Jon Snow kind of throws at Kazva. That bill is probably going to go down. No, maybe not. And now, okay, so Jon Snow is he's bringing his monk forward. I would quite like him to do a full castle. So this is where arena really is a very arena-y style of play. I'm so confused. I feel like Jon Snow is right on the cusp of being up to imp, and he's just getting all these upgrades, and I'm just like, my man, you do not need the upgrades. Kazva is getting all the upgrades himself, and now with 12 longbowmen, can that take this many cav archers? I don't know. There's monks coming in, maybe going for the conversions. Ballistic's about to come in. Ooh, Kazva, did you get a bit ballsy there? Imperial coming in now. That's a... What are you thinking with this university, man? And these longbows are going to go down. Kazva is... Okay, it looks like these longbows are about to take out all the cavalry archers, which is not good. It looks like Kazva, Jon Snow is thinking about going for the castle drop. Don't love this. I don't like this at all. And Kazva is going for a castle drop of his own, but I don't think that Jon Snow's castle is going to go up. He is up to Imperial though. His opponent is a little way off. He's not that far. And these... oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, Jon Snow just about surviving there. He's going to be able to get his castle up, maybe. I mean, is that castle even going to be up by the time he's up to imp? Slowest castle going up ever, as his opponent goes up. They both got the same number of castles, but with an extra 20 vills on the stone, it looks like Kazva is going to get multiple castles up and he's going to have multiple tribe reduction. That's not great for Jon here. Cavalry archers still being pumped out. And the castle is up. Okay, so now Jon Snow really just needs traps. He needs to force his opponent out as much as he can. His economy isn't nothing. He's got 40 vills. You can do stuff with that. But his opponent has 104. I cannot imagine... I can't imagine Jon Snow's a minute and a half advantage to Imperial being enough to justify the difference in vill count, even with all the relics. I think every relic is worth like 1.5 vills and gold or something like that, right? So, you know, it's not even worth 10 vills. It's worth like 7 and a bit vills. Trab is coming out. Oh crap, for some reason I thought Jon Snow had a castle at home. He doesn't. He's only got the one. He's going to be outproduced. If his opponent is going to get up to imp and then immediately going to be able to produced more trabs than him. I guess the only plus is that Casper has to use his castle to produce longbowmen as well, right? Whilst his opponent doesn't need to produce longbowmen or hit the unique unit from the castle. Bloodline and husbandry coming in. This castle looks like it's just about staying up, but I don't know, it looks like it's not super long for this world as a third trebuchet is going to come out. And this is where Casper is going to start struggling. Like, he's not got a huge amount of gold left in here. I say that. He's got he's only got 7,000 gold left, guys. That's not much. That's not much. As Jon Snow goes for a raid over here. That's really nice. But Casper has quite a force of longbowmen here. 24 longbowmen. I think 24 longbowmen beat 20 cavalry archers. Certainly with micro. As the traps are out now, is this trebuchet going to go down? Castle going to go down? Another trap up. I think even if this castle goes down, this castle also definitely goes down, and Jon Snow doesn't really have the army he needs to take on these longbows. I think that's ultimately what it is, right? Okay, so now the castle is down. These longbows. Oh my goodness. Jon Snow. Okay, Casper is losing longbows. That's really good. If Casper can manage to take out these longbow numbers, he might have a chance. He needs another castle. And suddenly, Jon Snow is fighting for his life right now. Like, if his opponent goes forward, he's got nothing. And Jon Snow's economy is an absolute mess. Can't blame him. I can't blame him because I have been in this situation so many times before myself. As Jon Snow is just adding more and more archer rangers. I don't think this is going to go well. I think these tribes are going to go down before they can even break in. And I think once these tribes are out, there's very little that Jon Snow can do here. He's really trying to make something happen. As the cavalry archers take a nasty amount of damage from those two castles, and there's the GG. That was quite unfortunate for Jon Snow. I felt like he was cooking, but I stand by my sentiment that Tatars are not great on Arena. Very much a civ designed for the open steppe. Okay, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna call it there because I'm super lame, but I think we might have managed to sort my streaming issue, hopefully. Let me just... I'm literally just gonna see if we can load up another spectator another game, literally just to see what is happening, and if my laptop will still kind of not completely crash. Looks like we're okay. Okay, I think I've sorted the issue, guys. I'm so pleased with myself. I'm not entirely sure what the issue was, but hopefully, yeah, I think it's all going well. Nice. All right, I'm gonna call it there. It's been a pleasure. Hopefully, join me for another couple of games soon. And I'm gonna keep on getting those history vids out shortly. So you know. Keep an eye out for those as well. Also, if you haven't already checked that out, please check out the Huns video I made on YouTube. It is a real work of love, I would say. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you around, guys.